What's up, YouTube? Episode 61 of Mindset Monday. Stay tapped in because today we're going to have a great conversation about the difference between being in motion and taking action. If you enjoy this video and find some value in it, drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and share with someone who you know can benefit. Let's go. The point where you grew your grass organic, everything that you're doing is because of the work. One step at a time, you level up each time. Everything will fall in place. These are all life lessons we're all going to learn together. Quicksand Mindset Brand. Tap in. In chapter 11 of the book Atomic Habits, wait, that's my logo. Atomic Habits by James Clear. I don't know if you guys can see that. He speaks about the difference between being in motion and taking action. And one of the first statements that he makes is that people in life, we beat around the bush and we try to find the best strategy or the quickest strategy to becoming successful, to becoming great, to improving in whatever area we want to improve in. And as we try to find the best or the fastest version, the fastest strategy, we really just get caught up in that. We get caught up in trying to find the best, but we're never taking action towards actually becoming the best, right? So we use that as an excuse to say, man, I can't find any strategy that works for me. I'm just not going to do it at all. And that's not the approach you want to take. The approach you want to take is figuring out the difference between motion and action. And for James Clear, the author, he says that motion for him is when you strategize, you plan, and then you learn. So those three things are happening at the same time. But when you're in motion, there's no outcome, no positive outcome that comes out of it. Meaning you don't just improve in your skills by learning, strategizing, and planning. You have to take action. So that's where taking action comes in. When you take action, you use your plans, your strategies, and what you learn and the knowledge you gained, and then you go out and apply it. You try it out. You put action towards whatever goals you want to reach. And that's the only way that you're going to get an outcome, whether it's a successful outcome or one that you have to learn from a failure. No matter what, you took action and there's an outcome to that. But people, we get so stuck in just being in motion, because when you're in motion, it can mentally be one of those things where you're tricking yourself into believing that you're actually making progress or that you're taking those steps in the right direction, that you just get confused and lose track of what really matters, and that's the repetition in the action though. Right? 'Cause you can get the mental repetition and learning and taking knowledge, but when you actually get the repetition of trying out whatever you've been learning, that's when you start to make that real progress. So I'll read one of the quotes that he has here. He says that motion allows us to feel like we're making progress without running the risk of failure. And it's easy to be in motion and convince yourself that you're still making progress. So some examples that he gives are like, let's say for example you want to lose weight. So you go to a gym and you talk to a personal trainer. And the personal trainer writes out a whole plan for you, how to eat well, what exercises you can do, and all of that. Now you have it, and some people stop there. They're like, okay, cool, I know what I need to do. And then they never take action, and then they never lose the weight that they want to lose. And then they make excuses as to maybe he's not a good trainer, maybe I got to go somewhere else. But they never took action. They just took action by going to talk to a trainer, but they never got underneath a barbell, or they never got picked up any weight. They never got on the treadmill. They never did what they needed to do in order for them to be successful. So it's a way of, motion is a way of tricking our own mind into believing that we're making progress when we're not. We're actually wasting time by not making that, taking action. Motion makes you feel like you're getting things done, but really you're just preparing to get something done. And what you're preparing to get done is the action. That's the next step that you need to take. So understanding the two is going to help you out, but really taking the risk and being vulnerable enough to take action is what's going to get you to the next level. And action requires you to constantly repeat the same movements over and over and over. Repetition, repetition, repetition. And that's going to be the only way. In here he talks about, he has a quote that says, how long is it going to take me to build or form a good habit? How many hours is it going to take? And his response is, it's not about the hours, it's more about the amount of repetition that you're getting in. So let's say, for example, some people are like, does it take 30 days to build a good habit? Well, the author says it doesn't. It's not about time. Time is irrelevant in this sense, because in 30 days you can work on and take action twice in that 30 days and work on this habits only twice. And you took 30 days, but you only worked out twice on your mind and taking action, so that's not going to help you, right? So it's more about the constant repetition that you're getting in. That's really going to get you to that next level. Repetition. So it's going to start with repetition, not perfection, right? We're chasing progress, not perfection. And so the more that you get out there and try it out, the better you're going to learn from it, right? The better you're going to find the success and find the failures and learn how to adjust accordingly. Each time you repeat an action, you're activating a particular neurological circuit associated with that habit. And putting in the reps is the most crucial part of encoding it and really getting that in your brain, that this is the habit I want to form, and in order for me to form this habit and make it a highly successful habit, is for me to take action constantly and learn and learn and learn, right? So you can be in motion and plan, strategize and learn, but you also have to take action, take risk, take those repetitions and repeat them over and over and over. And then you'll get to the point where you build a lot of habits, you find success, and then when you can teach somebody how to create a habit and how to build a good routine for themselves, then you're on the right track to actually having that encoded in your mind forever, right? Because when you can teach, that means you've learned enough and you put enough work in to where now you can help other people without even thinking, because now it's second nature to you. It's instinctual, that the habits you created, and it's not a surprise that you're at the point you were at. So that's all I have for this book with my logo on the front. Shout out to James Clear, shout out to Atomic Habits. I'm on chapter 11. I'm really liking this book so far. Another part that I really started to read this book more and understand it more is by going on Audible. And this is not a sponsor, but I go on Audible and listen to the audiobook as I read it, and it helps me to build that habit of internalizing and really understanding fully what I'm reading. And so that's been helping me a lot as a strategy to build habits and to actually have the habit of reading this book every night. This book, when I was reading it without the audio, I would get bored, not gonna lie. I would get bored reading it because I would just get confused, and it wasn't sitting right with me. But when I started adding the audio, shout out to one of my homies who put me onto the audiobooks, and reading at the same time changed everything for me. So I can't wait to use that strategy for other books and build those good habits. I'm taking action. You need to take action as well. Stop being in motion. That's not going to help you get to the next level. Take action and take my advice. That's it. That's all I got. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and share with someone who you know can benefit. Episode 62 next week. See you all there. Tap out.